It's time. It's time once again for the last days and our Beartildien Wonder Boy person. Yes, exactly. We're going to be going in here against the forces of Moria. And the forces of Moria are currently going to be a little bit... We're going to try and destroy them as much as possible. That's basically what we're going to try and do in this episode, because they are picking on the Lothlorien elves quite a lot. And I would like to try and prevent that from happening as much as we can, because let's face it, we really don't want to have a situation where Lothlorien is constantly being bothered by Moria, and if we can then maybe make it possible for them to then be free to do what they want, the Lothlorien elves, and by that I mean, you know, help out, you know, against Gundabad and things like that, that's going to be absolutely amazing. That's going to be one of the best things that we can have happen, because then Lothlorien and Mirkwood and Dale and all of those guys up at the top are going to be extremely effective at fighting back against Gundabad, and it will just basically be an absolute massacre against those guys. And then I don't have to really worry so much about these people anymore. And that is basically going to be my main reason for doing it, is literally so that I don't have to worry about Lothlorien at all, and I can literally just be chill. You know, I can just chill out. I can just make sure that they are able to help themselves, basically. You know, just you know, give them that support, and then I will be doing the same thing by helping Rohan, and that's exactly what we're going to try to do. We're going to try and help Rohan as much as possible, because I know that someone did mention in the comments that at this point, it's pretty difficult to come back. It's pretty difficult to come back if Gondor loses a couple of fiefs, and they have lost a couple, that's for sure. So it's going to be pretty dicey. It's going to be very, very dicey going forward. So I don't know whether we're going to be able to succeed in our efforts to prevent Gondor, at the very least, from being eliminated completely. Because here's the thing, if Gondor gets eliminated, then every single other faction, and I'm talking about Harad, I'm talking about Khand, maybe Khand, more talking about the people down in the south, and they're going to be able to get advanced camps in our territory, and that is going to be absolutely awful. So I don't know how that's going to go, but hopefully we'll be able to prevent it. Alright, so we're now in a battle against more Moria, and the cool thing about this is actually that they only have a very small amount of units, and they literally will not be able to do much about that. They literally cannot do anything here, in my opinion. So hopefully I'll be able to... Oh, are you serious? Come on now. Yay, come on. That's... Oh yeah, this is the leader. This is the leader, as you can see, because he's taking literally like 100 damage and then just still alive. Look at this. He's just eating damage like no one's business. But yeah, thankfully we were able to take him out. There are only 30 of the enemy's units here, but I wanted to show this just as a kind of by the by, just kind of like, hey, you know, this is what we're doing. We're killing this Moria band once again, and we have the assistance of Lord Elrond and various amounts of other Elven vassals. And the main reason why I want to actually come over here is because I want to speak to Lord Elrond in just a second and get some Lembas, because Lembas is just fantastic. Alright, so yeah, I got a message once again that Caer Andros was under siege, and it's not Mordor scouts launching the assault, that's for sure. It just so happens that they went in first, so that's what the name is being displayed as, but it is actually Gothmog. Gothmog once again. I can't believe him, really. He is being such a nuisance, really. There's a reason why I titled one of my episodes that, because literally he's just always around somewhere or another, and he is going to eliminate once again a huge number of my own units, and I am just going to be livid as a result of that, because let's face it, I really don't want to go up to Lothlorien again and up to Mirkwood and get my people re-volunteered into my army. I mean, really, come on now. That's just going to be terrible. It's going to be absolutely awful to do that again and again. So I guess I'm just going to have to do as much damage as I can with my bow and just see whether I can help my units to not die. And I mean, it's 250 against 650, and I don't know how we're going to do it, but it's just going to have to be, we're just going to have to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We just have to. And it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad for us to have to do this all the time. But I guess what I'm going to just try and do is just eliminate the Orcs-hai as quickly as possible. Because that's the main problem that I'm having right now. There's actually another Orcs-hai over on the other side, which is actually really bad because he is going to absolutely just murder everyone on that side, as you can see right there. I don't think I can shoot through this doorway. I tried that before in the previous siege and I just wasted a bunch of arrows. So I'm probably just going to shoot these guys and then I'll move over. Oh, I should really just move over right now. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible that there's an Orcs-hai actually making it actually into the battlements. And come on, move it, Galadrim, Royal Warden. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Where's the guy? Where's the Orcs-hai? Is he down? Is he down there? Oh, maybe he's actually down there. He might be down in the courtyard. That might be where he actually is. Okay, I don't see him. I don't see him anywhere. There's a bunch of people down below me. But thankfully I'm not seeing anyone right now. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to loot some arrows while I can. Because that's pretty useful. Otherwise, let's just shoot a couple of people that are coming up the ladders here. And do I see any more Orcs-hai? Oh, hello. There's an Orcs-hai. Never mind, he's dead. He's dead. We were thankfully having our units there. And enough of them to be able to eliminate the Orcs-hai. Oh, hello. That's another one. We've got to take him out. If I can. For some reason, I can't shoot through this doorway. I don't know. The doorway seems to be a bit weird. Like, you can't shoot up above here because there seems to be like a invisible barrier or something like that. But anyway, let's just shoot this guy as much as we can. Take him out because he's going to be the main problem. That's literally it. He's going to be the main issue. And I'm so surprised that Gothmog is able to build such a significant army again and again and again. I mean, I know that they are Mordor. I know that they're supposed to be really, really quick at getting their forces back. But this is ludicrous. This is just crazy. There's just so many people coming here and there and everywhere, and it's just absolutely amazing how they're able to do this all the time. Considering we defeated them before and diminished their strength a little bit, I thought that would actually give us a little bit of a respite. But it's literally not even been a few days, and they already have a full army capable of besieging Caer Andros again. And this is not a small army. It's 650 enemy Uruks and Orcs, and I just can't believe it. Really, I just really can't believe it. Okay, so there's another. Oh dear. Okay, so this is problematic. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I have 2 arrows. Is there some on the floor? Yeah, a little bit. This is gonna be issue. It's gonna give me issues. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. That's not good. Okay, more elven arrows, please. Yes. Oh, great. Now I picked up. Oh, yes, of course. Great, good work, me. Yes, I picked up some orc sabers. Yeah, exactly what I want to pick up right now, and I'm unable to take this now. Oh, great. Great, okay. Seems like I'll have to... Yeah, I don't want to use this weapon, thank you very much. Oh, dear. Yeah, I need to drop this. There we go. And now I can pick these up. Okay, there we go. Pick up all those. Okay, now I need to shoot this guy. Really, really fast. Oh, of course. Okay, kill those. Kill this. Okay, I really, really need to get... over there. Oh, look. Yes. There's so many arrows right there. Got 12. Oh, never mind. He actually got taken out. Phew. Okay, I was a bit worried about that. I really, really was. Okay, so we've eliminated 370 or so far, and there's just so many of them. There really is. It's just absolutely insane. Thankfully, we've only lost 5 units from my own army, which is really quite amazing in comparison to the siege last time, where we literally lost like 30 total, but it could still happen. That could still happen, so we've got to be very careful about what we end up doing. And I'm just going to shoot their heads from what I can see. I should really save some arrows for potential Orcs-hai as well, so I'm just going to loot a bunch from the wall here. Oh, I don't want to pick up... Ooh, close one. Really didn't want to pick up any of those orc darts, thank you very much. Okay, so let's just kill these as best I can. And personally, I feel like we probably have this well in hand now. If they don't spawn any more Orcs-hai in, I think will be pretty good. Alright, so we managed to succeed in that siege defense. It was very, very difficult, but thankfully they started to run out of any unit that was actually able to do any damage, so we ended up with some very small amounts of casualties. And that's it. Okay, we don't actually get to eliminate any of the vassals. Interesting. Although maybe now we are, because apparently they were able to escape in such a way so that they only have a very small amount of units available for actual battle. And as a result, I'm going to be able to do this. Just murder them, basically. Just absolutely murder them in this kind of way. Hopefully we will be able to not die as a result too much. Okay, yeah, I'm just getting run down by right now, but it's okay. It's not a problem. Not a problem. There we go. Take those guys out. How many do they have? They literally have like 30 of them, so it's really not a big deal. Why are new enemies arriving right now? I have no idea why they're receiving reinforcements. That is kind of weird. Okay, well, so far, I think that's pretty good. And there is actually someone over here. Is it the warg? Yep, that was the warg. Okay. Well, it's good to know. Okay. That seems to be it. Fantastic. Okay, so hopefully now we will get an opportunity to hopefully kill Gothmog or just get him out of the way, because we have eliminated all of their forces now. So I'm hopeful that that will be good. Otherwise, do I want to take any of these things? You know, I don't really, to be honest. Gondor is not necessarily my favorite faction ever, but it might be something that I'm going to be doing in a future series. So, yeah, it might very well be. All right, so we're in a new battle here, and it may seem like we're just doing battles and battles and battles, and that's true. We are actually doing battles all the time because there's literally no stopping whatsoever. So it is very, very difficult for me to continue doing this, considering elves are, I mean, they're very good, don't get me wrong, they are fantastic, but they are very hard to kind of keep alive, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to actually put our infantry around here, I guess. And do I have any cavalry? Yeah, I have a little bit, so I guess I'm just going to tell the cavalry to charge in as well. But we are up against Khand right now. Khand is attempting to besiege Henneth Anun. And that is a secret cave kind of area next to a little bit southwest of Morannon and south of Khand itself. And basically, that's where the Rangers of Ithilien are stationed, as far as I'm aware. And I don't really know anything else about it, apart from that. So if anyone knows anything about Henneth Anun, then by all means, you know, go for it in the comments. But yeah, I'm just basically going to try and win as fast and as efficiently as we can, because I really don't want to lose any additional units than we already have from Gothmog's siege. Because let's face it, Gothmog is just, can't believe him, to be honest. I'd like to get some kind of, I'd like to capture him or something if I can, but I don't think that's actually even possible. So probably not going to happen. But it would be amazing if we could capture him or kill him or something along those lines. But I don't think that's going to be possible right now. But yeah, maybe at some point we'll have the opportunity to do so. But yeah, there you go. Very easy, very quick victory against Khand. They just basically stood there. If they had charged us straight away, they probably would have been able to do some pretty significant damage, because they're all cavalry for the most part. So there you go. Easy enough. Gain some rank points with Gondor as well. Alright, so here we go. This is me against Moria, and it is definitely going to be a tough one, because this is indeed the leader of Moria, and indeed one of his vassals. So it is going to be a bit harsh for us to be able to complete this, but we're going to try our very best either way, and maybe we'll be lucky and be able to do it. Because there are over 500, 600 units or so here, and it's going to be kind of harsh. It's going to be kind of harsh. Now, amazingly enough, because I was at Henneth Anun, which is the ranger area, ranger hidden fief, I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to go in there and recruit some people. And I was very pleasantly surprised to see that I could, to begin with. Because I thought, hey, you know what? It's probably not going to happen. You know, we're probably not going to be able to recruit people from there. But apparently we can. And I have a bunch of Ithilien Rangers that have leveled up a little bit as well. Because I have been doing quite a lot of fighting. And I haven't shown everything on screen because some of it is just literally repeats of what you've already seen. In other words, me fighting Gothmog, me fighting Mordor war parties, me fighting some Isengard people, and nothing really too exciting. So it's, you know, it's just standard fights that are, you know, just kind of necessary to sort of get out of the way. So that's the kind of thing that I've been doing so far. And I'm hopeful that that's actually pretty good. You know, I'm hopeful that that is going to get us some decent combat strength reductions in Mordor and Isengard, because someone did actually mention a pretty cool strategy for the last days is to basically eliminate Isengard and the Dunlendings people as much as possible, and then allow Rohan to just run down Mordor as much as possible, because as far as I'm aware, Mordor units do not have polearms. So Rohan, because they are basically all cavalry for the most part, they are just going to murder anything without polearms. And Isengard, of course, and the Dunish men, they have polearms almost all the time. So, of course, they're going to be at a massive disadvantage. So if we are going to help them out, then that's going to be really, really good. And I think that could really work out quite well. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll be able to do it after this. But I am just trying to weaken Moria even further, just so that we can have a... well, basically it's just so that we can make it so that the elves can fight back reasonably easily, because at the moment they're having some difficulties with Dol Guldur as well as Moria itself. And so that's why I thought, okay, I'm just going to come up here, see what I can do about eliminating Moria themselves, because I'm actually right outside the Mines of Moria right now, actually, on the map. And this is where I thought I would find the most enemies. And you wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be wrong about that, that's for sure. So we're just going to try and win this as best we can. I will actually start charging my people in now, because I think they have mostly run out of ammunition. But here's the thing. We are probably going to lose quite a few units in the process. We've only eliminated 260 of them, which is not very good. But maybe we should retreat and come back in, because then we'll get some arrows. And I mean, it makes sense that we would be able to retreat. We are elves after all, and we are not engaged in massive amounts of melee combat with them. So I'm actually going to retreat right now, and we'll come back in with a full quiver, I think. That would be kind of nice. We have 100 against 319, as you can see, so it is going to be quite harsh for us to win this. But I think we can do it. I think we have a decent shot at doing it. So I'm just going to tell everyone to hold position, stand closer twice, and I'm just going to start firing into the air, and hopefully my range is good enough to reach the enemy. It's probably not, let's face it. Yeah, there we go. We took out one of their wargs at least. I'm pretty happy to take out wargs, because wargs are kind of hard to deal with once their riders have been killed, because they will then continue to attack, and it is kind of harsh as a result of that. But yeah, if you can prevent that from happening, then that's pretty fine. It's fine with me. Alright, so far, yeah, our arrow line, our archer line is really, really good. Take out that guy. Now I should really shoot the warg as well, because it's going to be quite annoying for us. And yeah, there we go. Okay, basically what we have to do is just eliminate all the warg riders as much as we can, and then just deal with everyone else. And it's easier said than done, of course. Very much easier said than done, but I think we should be okay. As long as we can eliminate another 200 or so, then we might be able to even retreat again and then do that, because let's face it, orcs and goblins are not exactly the fastest units alive. So in a thematic sense, in a real situation, in a real Lord of the Rings battle that you would see in the movies, then it is going to be, I think, doable for elves to get out of there. You know, I think it's going to be doable to get out of there, because we are more agile, easier for us to withdraw and all that sort of thing. But obviously I'm not going to be doing the kind of thing where we retreat when they are in range of us. So right now, probably not going to retreat, because it doesn't really make that much sense. If we are able to beat this particular wave of goblins, and we can beat them back, and we have a little bit of space to retreat, then I think that that makes sense. And I think that that would probably be something that real elves might decide to do. But otherwise, I'm just going to be very careful here as well, because I am actually very low in HP, and we're kind of having some problems here. I'm going to tell my people to charge in. Let's just clear these guys out as best we can, because they're being very annoying right now. Let's deal with them. There we go. And let's try and heal our people as well. Heal our people up. Don't need to rally them right now either, which is really nice. And so far, as you can see, we've eliminated 185. We've only lost 2 of our forces, which is really, really good. And let's see if I can maybe do some damage to these cave trolls. They're going to be quite annoying for us if I don't focus them down. There we go. That's another one. And maybe we can... There we go. There's the last one. Oh, no, no. There's actually a whole bunch more. They've got loads of cave trolls. I hope I have enough arrows for them. Probably not going to, let's face it. Why am I not hitting this guy? Is he some kind of... He's got immunity. No, never mind. Took him out now. And we took out that guy as well. Fantastic. Seems like the cave trolls are a little bit easier to kill than the Oligai, but it could just literally be because our archers are focusing them down quite a lot. And as a result, they just really don't have anything to do. They just get pelted. They just get pelted with all kinds of arrows. That probably is the reason. All right, so I think we can probably retreat again now, and then we can just go back in and just eliminate the last 84. I think that was a pretty decent idea. Ah, look at this. We're actually switching positions now. Oh, interesting. Okay, so these guys are just going to absolutely charge us like no one's business, because they really want to take us out. You know, they really want to take us down. So hopefully I'll be able to prevail here. I think we'll probably be able to. Let's face it, we just eliminated a whole bunch of cave trolls and everything else quite well. So basically, what I'm going to do in my off-screen time is I am going to run around, as I have already been doing in this episode, off-screen that is. I have been running around in the world trying to just be a caretaker and basically be a janitor, because I am cleaning up after everyone else. That's basically what I've been doing. So just trying to eliminate units that are easy to eliminate for my Elven units, and basically just making it easier for allied vassals and lords to succeed and prevail against overwhelming odds. Like, for example, with Moria and with Dol Guldur as well. We did do a little bit of intercepting of some Dol Guldur, a vassal that was actually going to escape into Dol Guldur if I was not there to intercept them. And they were currently running away from some Lothlorien elves. So that was a pretty decent timing on my part, but I think it was just random, really. Anyway, that is it. That is indeed it. We are able to eliminate all of those guys from Moria. I'm very, very pleased about that. That means that their combat strength is going to go even further down, and then we are going to be in a even better position to have our Elven friends come down and maybe indeed start helping us in the bigger fights. That's basically what I'm also trying to do a little bit here and there, but it is it's difficult. It's difficult to decide who should really get the assistance, you know. So don't know how we're really going to do. Don't know how we're really going to do with this campaign. We might very well end up losing. You know, we might end up, you know, succumbing to the absolute terror of Mordor and Isengard. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe we're going to end up in a losing battle. I hope not. But there you go. Nice amount of rank points right there with Rivendell, actually. Very cool. Okay. And I believe that's actually going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.